Ready?
Ready.
Vegas has come and gone. All eyes turn to the blue and grey on Saturday. And Colin from Malones stops by. This is On the Ranch. It is episode 188. And as we approach the 200th episode, oh, it's getting bigger. It's getting exciting. We'll probably do something special for it. I'm Rob. You can find me at the table. Can't find me on social media anymore. I couldn't be bothered. I've had enough of it. Pistol joins me. He's on my right.
That I am, and I know why you're no longer XR Bob and Twitter or Rex or whatever it is.
No, I've still got it. I just don't read it.
Oh, is it because you're left wing and X is now a right wing company?
I haven't touched X for a long time.
Oh, right.
Anyway, X has always been right wing. Across the table from him, Morgan. Welcome back.
Thank you, everyone.
Morgan of Fusion Networks.
Morgan Fusion Networks. I'm on social media still, but I actually posted a picture the other day. It's been a long
Did
time.
you?
Yep,
Was
sure
it,
did.
Was it of a pie?
No, I wasn't. I can't have a pie right now because I'm doing keto.
Yeah, fair.
So it was a golf shot. I was on golf course.
Living the dream.
Living a dream on a Sunday morning out at Rose Bay on the par 3.
Oh, I'll bet you were.
A little baby golf.
An invite.
Billy is
what are you
monitoring,
kicking around doing?
monitoring the video and keeping us all in line as he's signing into X right now, if he can remember his password. But as mentioned in the intro, joining us all the way from Malones, welcome, Carl.
Gentlemen, thank you for having me back.
Thanks
it's
for
been
coming
a long time since I've been got the call up, so I appreciate it.
Thanks for talking the ears off everybody for.
Was I talking too much in the Patreon?
No, that was amazing. That was great.
Yeah, there was some
I gave you some
excellent
good
stories
stuff there.
there.
On vaping, airport beers.
For those who want to listen to that, it's at patreon.com, but you got to sign up. But if you sign up at the $10 tier, I believe there is still a deal.
If you sign up, you get a free drink at Molly's. You have to come and see a manager, but because you can't just ask a random bartender at 1 a.m.
No, 'cause they got no idea
Patreon
what's
for it.
going on.
So you just ask for Colin or Jacob.
Is he the cool one?
Yeah, Jacob's as
He's the
mentioned
cool
in the
manager.
Patreon. Jacob's the cool, good-looking one.
Let's look for the cool one.
And he'll hook you up.
And
Also,
Colin's the not cool.
well, I'm cool for my age. Got
I
it
don't know,
going
the way
on.
you were saying that.
I'm not very. I was cool, I think, when I was. No, I've never been cool.
I think you are cool. Still
I
are.
cannot think of one time in my life where I've been cool.
I don't know. You own a pub and a nightclub.
Yeah, that's
like,
pretty
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
Anyone can achieve that. Just do really badly in high school.
The question,
Don't.
and I threatened to ask you
did,
this,
yes.
but why? Why buy a pub?
Why buy a pub?
I mean, we all probably dream of it in one way or another.
Well,
but
obviously, as you know, I'm a multi-millionaire.
Clearly.
I am a multi. You buy it because you love it. You buy it because it doesn't. It's challenging. It's hard, but it's some of the best times you'll ever have.
I've no doubt. Why an Irish pub in Flinders Street in Townsville, of all places?
It was. Wasn't a plan. I was in Melbourne for about 10 years, and I came back and met Dave Zeller. Shout out to Dave, and who owned it at the time, and he wanted someone to come and run it. He was fairly busy as a busy job, so I sort of got involved that way. But it wasn't like some big plan. I'm not the most organised of people. It wasn't. I didn't have a long-term goal of owning an Irish pub.
Just the opportunity comes up and you're like, yeah, I'll do that.
I think at the time, I don't even know if I viewed it that way. I thought, oh, that'll be fun. I've never really done much with Irish pubs. I've done a lot with bars and restaurants and things like that. And I thought that'll be interesting to do that. But I sort of had planned on maybe returning to Melbourne. But I came back to Townsville because I'm born and raised here. And I actually fell back in love with it. Well, I fell in love with it.
With Townsville.
Yeah, because when I left when I was young, I used to be one of those people that was like, this is the worst, blah, blah, blah. And then I came back and after I'd lived away for a few years and I was like, oh, this is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. And now I'm a big Townsville advocate. I'm like Steve Price or Peter.
You're right.
Not quite.
You're not quite Peter, is what he was about to say.
No, I'm a big fan of Townsville. I actually think that you need to move away to then come back to realize how actually what a beautiful city it actually is.
To appreciate home, especially.
Yeah, I actually believe that because I see people on social media all the time that live here that hack on it.
Yep.
I'm like, one, you could leave if you really had it. And two, if you leave and come back, you'll realize how what an amazing city it actually is and the community and people and things like that. You'll love it a lot more if you leave. So,
Well,
yeah.
nothing commits more to that than buying possibly one of the most recognisable establishments.
Iconic.
Iconic.
At the time when we first got it, it probably didn't have a lot of love.
How long have you been? Have you owned
6
that?
years now. Yeah.
6 of the best.
Six of the best.
But when I was young, it was an iconic pub. I remember going there when I was like 18, 19.
You don't have to say how long ago that
Yeah,
was.
that was
Mantaz out the back.
1984.
Mantaz.
I remember
Mantaz
Mantaz
out the back, yeah. And
Which is now the Otherwise Bar.
now that's Otherwise, home of live music in Townsville. Yeah, but I've been there 6 years, and yeah, it's cool to own it because when I went there, it was such a cool pub. Like it was always had live music. It was the first place I think I ever had a Guinness. So it's cool to leave, come back, and then eventually end up at that venue. It's been really nice.
It is a very nice pub. I have to say. And that's not just because you're sitting in the room.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. You guys are hugely supportive of the pub. We get people that come down from listening to the podcast. So I'm really
Giddy
thankful
up.
for that.
Giddy up. No, we appreciate the support that you give to us, and that's why we say head on
And
down to
also-
Molly Malone.
Peter is there most Saturday nights holding court as discussed
Holding
on Patreon.
court.
He'd be propping up half your intake for the week. But anyway, look, if you're liking the show so far, and who wouldn't at this stage, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe.
Jeez. There's a couple of
There it
drinks.
is.
There's a couple of drinks on that one. Oh,
Let's not be
boy.
looking. No,
Check out the bloke in the middle.
why are you checking my account on X? I haven't been there for.
Go back to that. Go back to that photo.
Oh, there's one. 15th of September 2024, my last post. That
It's a
was
Goldie.
at 1:25 a.m. when I'm in bed. Can't do the town clubs anymore. I probably came straight from Molly's. I don't know.
Call me
I
maybe.
was clearly
Is that a call me maybe?
So that's the 15th. The one before that is the 14th, where I am
yes.
with this clown and Archie.
Yeah, how good.
Stars
Good
Archie.
times.
That
Good
must,
mannequins.
that must have been after the semi, yeah?
Yep, that was because, see, I'm wearing a Lions jersey because we beat GWS.
Correct.
Man, you've lost some weight. You look fantastic.
Yeah,
Jeez, I
look
look-
shredded.
No,
Yeah.
that's the camera angle.
I was at the angle.
Nah.
Hopefully that's the lens just stretching my face.
Is it
sideways.
macro?
Archie looks terrible. As always, I hope he's listening. Archie looks terrible.
Archie's always listening. Aren't you, Archie?
On
You
the
better
big
be.
star these days, huh?
He is. He's shifted across to the Star.
Yeah.
There's a breakfast spot there for you, Peter.
No, there's not.
Imagine holding court across Townsville's airwaves.
That would mean me getting up
You
at
know what?
4:15 in the morning
Can
every
we
day.
start a petition for Peter to take over the breakfast radio?
The name of the show
I
is
don't think
Holding
so.
Court with Peter.
By himself.
Yes.
Not with anyone else.
You don't need anyone else.
No.
No, he's a solo guy.
Monday nights on a
It'd be like-
podcast for
Is that
an hour or
more
so
like-
is long enough.
Man.
Yeah, I have that photo. I was gonna,
Yeah.
it's not good. Yeah, it's not good.
He's definitely got sun in his eyes.
I could not see a thing that day.
It's a complete glow up of all you three in the
Mate.
last year. You all look like CrossFitters right now.
No, that's an old photo.
They asked us to stare into the sun and take photos. I could not see a thing.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Pete,
That was front page of
exactly
Townsville
the
Bulletin.
same.
Just like-
Congratulations.
I would have
You
been. I was pushing.
I don't age, Cole. I don't have quid in me.
He's got the chin. He's
Your
got,
eyes do.
I'm
He's
from
g-
good stock.
he's got a Chad Townsend chin.
Yeah,
in
it
that
really
photo,
does.
though.
You look a bit like Joe Dirt.
Some would say chiseled out of granite.
You might say.
Some would not.
He does have a Joe Dirt.
Real Joe
vibe.
Dirt. Real Joe
Like-
Dirt.
When you describe Peter, if someone just went, oh, what was that Peter guy like? And you just went, Joe Dirt.
Especially when he,
Accurately described.
Good. He's so good. Especially when he's up it.
and he had that long hair just before he got it trimmed
Yes,
off.
real Joe Dirt.
I remember when he cut that hair.
Yeah. Managed to fill out a whole pub
At
on a
Molly's.
Saturday.
Yeah.
That was a wild afternoon because he had contacted me and said, "Yeah, I'm going to shave my head and I'm getting all these people down." And I thought, okay, well, I guess we'll set a table of 4 for you and your friends. Because it was like 3 o'clock. It was early. Yeah. It was like
Because
early in the
they're
afternoon.
playing Penrith that night. And so I shaved at 5. So I got people down from 3.
But I'll say he filled an entire pub. The whole pub was filled. We were very short staffed, and I was like running around, and I kept looking at him, going, "How did he do this?" Because I didn't think that many people were coming down to watch Pete shave his head.
Get a
He did do
haircut.
it in the name of charity.
Got a
So.
few.
he did do
There's
it.
about
That's
80
why-
on there at one
Good
stage.
numbers.
More than I'd say there'd be more than 80. There
Yeah.
was the whole front bar was completely filled with Peter fans.
And
Yeah.
Pete was holding court.
He was holding court that day.
Just likes to be the center of attention.
he
Pete
doesn't.
holding
That's a
court,
lie.
Coventry.
Absolutely loves it. We have got a speak pipe. If you go to www.speakpipe.com/on the ranch, you can leave us a voice message, and we've got a couple this week. So
Yeah. This is exciting. I'm loving this segment. This is my new favorite
people
segment.
can
What's this
dial in.
segment?
People can dial in and
Oh,
leave
I
us
heard
voice
this.
messages now.
Yeah,
so
cool.
it's a new thing. It's a new thing that the kids are doing. So we thought we'd put it in our show.
So do you play everyone that's
We vet
calls
them
in? Oh, okay.
just to be because you don't know. You don't know.
Diplomatic community, my friend. eh?
Exactly.
Uncle Merv dialed in once. That was not very good.
Did he?
No, it wasn't. It was just Peter.
It was just Peter.
Yeah,
He
it was just Peter.
straight up said it was him.
What would you call it?
I was doing it as a test. And so he not so over here, thought it'd be great to play. It's like, don't say that. It was just a test to make sure it worked.
It's so everyone recognises what his voice sounds like coming through it because they know
Yes.
what his voice is. Anyway.
Exactly.
So when he dials in as so when Uncle Merv dials in,
Yes.
they might actually pick up on who it could
From
be.
an unknown location.
Yeah. First message comes from Connor Musa.
Hey boys, first time, long time. I just wanted to ask what you guys thought about the new 30-year logo. At first, I wasn't a big fan about it, but I'm starting to like it. My dad really, really hates it, but I think it's good. You know. Thanks.
Yeah, okay. The new 30-year logo, I know it's copped a bit of flack online probably since it was released. I don't know. I don't mind it. I don't know how you could make it
I don't see anything wrong with it.
much
What's so bad about it?
better. Like,
It's our colours. It fits. I've done it neat. It's fine.
do people think it's a bit plain?
A lot of people don't like it.
I like it.
I don't know why.
I like that branding. It's clean.
Yeah.
It's nice. Nothing wrong with it.
I'm a fan of it.
I don't see an issue.
Because also when they win the comp this year and you get your jersey signed, you can say that, hey, 30th year.
It looks pretty good on the jersey too. Like up the top left there, top right.
Question
Top left,
though,
right.
is it our 30th year or our 31st?
It's
It's our 31st.
95 to 25 is,
31.
you would say 30 years, but they played in 95. So
Yeah.
you're counting that. So it's their 31st year in the comp.
So we're 30. So with as of today,
Yeah.
30 years old. We're in our 30s.
Yeah.
Well, the club is in its 30s.
But the club will be playing their 31st season.
Correct. So when do you start the 30th anniversary? Obviously,
last
we're
year.
doing it this year anyway, but it's technically last year. isn't it?
Technically last year.
I thought remember the 2000s when the 2000
yeah.
rocked around and they went, oh, it's the millennium. And there was a whole bunch of people saying, no, that was 1999.
Yeah. No, it's silly.
There's
Which is
always
stupid.
naysayers.
Yeah.
But you've always celebrated in the 2000s. But
I
yeah,
like
no,
it.
30-year
I
logo.
like it.
I've got it. I bought the member shirt because it's purely, and I very rarely buy the member shirt, but I did this year
It's-
because it's the 30 year.
Anniversary.
And it's got a bit of nostalgia to it.
Yep.
I like it.
Have you
Yeah.
seen the new it's like a polo or something I've released, a retro one?
Yeah.
It looks cool.
Yeah, it's mint.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe
The
it.
only thing I don't like about that is it's because it's like 4 separate panels.
Yeah.
I'm not big on that.
No, I don't mind it. It's kind of cool. It's different.
But then I'm critical of this year's home and away jerseys as well because they squared off the
Yeah, they did square.
The logo.
logo.
Toyota.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
They could have
It
made
should
that
be merged.
round or merged it somehow.
Just blend it.
blend it.
Yeah.
They seem to do
I
it.
like the classic branding. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's that Toyota. So you have a white Toyota. Like,
Yeah.
I don't see why you needed to do that.
But same with the
The
blue
blue one. Yeah,
Like they put the
100%.
blue
I get
background.
what you're saying
It's
now.
a big. It's like just a big
Yeah.
square blob in the middle.
Yeah.
And especially on the retro jersey, it doesn't
Yeah, I get
quite
you.
work. I
Yeah.
don't know, just me.
Fair.
I'd like to see. Is that the defense jersey this year? What's that one? No, next one, cross.
No, I don't know. I haven't seen that. They don't usually release defense ones until
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, the warm up
Warm-up.
tee has got looks like legacy images probably from the last 30
there's a
years.
few
That's
Thurston
pretty cool.
That
ones
looks
on that.
Oh, I could use that. I could work out in that.
Good.
Could wear that when I'm doing the hill again.
Up Manweezer.
Come
up
on,
a track.
Carl, get up the hill with us, mate. How
Do
long's
the
it
hill,
been?
Cole.
It's been about 6 months since I went up that hill.
Since you've been
Every
a,
time you see me, you mention how much weight I've gained. By the way, it's in some circles, it's body shaming.
I
You know, he see me a
don't.
few weeks ago. He's in the pub.
I
He goes,
don't.
"Put on a bit of Cole. What's going on?"
True.
And he goes, "You going up that hill, or what's going?" Like he wanted to have this talk with me, and I was like, "Leave me alone."
Don't worry, I'll get that too. And hence,
You look fantastic.
thank you.
We all
I
do.
don't always do that to you.
Don't always.
When you're in the pub and you went, put on.
Oh, buddy. Shirt's not flattering.
I remember you said you were going up the hill. Is that still going on or no? Or?
How many have I had by then?
I do need to go.
Was this one of the 5 a.m. visits? You've
No,
gone for a
it was,
coffee?
it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, that's
it was,
all right.
It wasn't late.
We do have another voice message. This one has just come through as we speak.
Hot off the press.
Hot off the press, but it has been vetted because we do vet them.
Yeah, we need to.
G'day, ranchers. It's Al here. Just thought I'd tell you guys a story. So, 2022, you guys decide to release your Patreon. Guess who's one of the first to sign up? It's Al, me. Guess what date? March. So, happy 3 years, boys. Hopefully a few more. It's been a good ride. Hopefully this is more fun to have, and have a good night. Thanks, guys.
3 years the Patreon's been going.
That's amazing. I cannot say thank you enough to Al for supporting us.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
thanks very
good
much,
on
Al.
him.
Al
Like, got
Al's
on early.
one of the regulars who comes along to our socials. We've only had a couple, but yeah, I
Legend.
think he's been to.
He was
All of
live
them?
from the Homestead last year on
He
the Knights
was.
game.
Yep, enjoyed
We're all panicans in
Panicans
full
in
flight.
full flight, holding court, as Colin would say,
Now it's known as Duffy Downs, but
down at Duffy Downs for this year.
For this year.
It's going to be Duffy Downs. We've got to dress as Duff Man one week, but
Are you going to dress as Duff Man?
and go to Duffy Downs.
yeah.
What's Duffy Downs?
where
Where Pete holds court.
apparently where I stand and hold court,
Yeah.
according to you.
I'm not going to go back into it. Your Patreon listeners will get it. You stand there intentionally so you can speak to everybody that
I
walks
don't.
past.
No,
You 100%.
I
I'm not going.
Definitely don't.
I don't need this dragging on for another hour and 15.
No,
So-
not
just,
at all.
Just on those training tees, though, and since Cole's now had an episode with us, we're looking at doing a couple of training exercises this year, whether it's kicking balls at the goals and a couple other things. But one of them is their Bronco. So are you keen on that?
What do you mean?
Well, it's goal line to 20, run back, goal line to 40, run back, goal line to 60, run back 5 times. Tom Dearden does it under 4 minutes 10.
Am I keen to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the date?
TBA.
Yeah, set a day right now. Give me 2 months and I'll beat you, Peter. Give me at least 2 months.
2
but
months
You got to
training?
give me 2 months to start training.
Clip that off.
Okay.
Pick a date in 2 months. We'll have
Pete's
it
in
by
the
the end of the
calendar.
show. I like it. In the meantime, a little bit of news out of the Cowboys. They announced a flood assistance package to support the people of Ingham, Tully and Cardwell. This
Good
has
on
happened during this week. I think they raised something, or they've put together, it was some phenomenal figure, $60,000 worth in funds, tickets and equipment being distributed to impacted North Queenslanders as a result of the floods from, I want to say last month, but I think it was January, wasn't it? The end of January.
It was
And we're now in March. Time
January,
flies.
February. End of
flies.
January.
As we say, there's a Category 2 cyclone's about to hit southeast Queensland.
Of all places.
I'm cheering.
Do you know they released a
They're freaking out.
cyclone
I forgot
tracking
about
map?
your hatred for Brisbane as a whole. You hate them, don't you?
Look, I don't hate them, but I just like to see them suffer a little.
There's a tracking map that says
It's
New
a
South
category
Wales.
2.
It says New South
They'll be
Wales.
lucky to get a stiff breeze and a bloody.
Hit tropical cyclone, go up. Hit tropical cyclone at the very top.
Tell you what, a Cat 2 in Brisbane is pretty full on though.
Yeah, they're not built for
They're,
that.
they're,
They'll be
they're not.
fine.
They're not built for it.
Not
They have
probably
no
some
cyclone rating
some of the
building at all.
older
What's the,
homes.
Plantation
name of, what's the
homes.
name of the cyclone?
Alfred.
Don't know. You got to base it off the name. I don't care about
Alfred.
weather reports, nothing. Base
Come
it
on,
off the name.
Alfred.
If you're in a pub and Alfred was trying to fight you, would you be scared? You wouldn't be. It's all about the name.
Alfred trained Bruce Wayne.
It's heading straight towards Maroochydore.
Alfred was the butler, bud.
Yeah,
Didn't
but
train
but
him.
in the Gotham TV show, he taught him how to throw a punch before Bruce went elsewhere with the League of Shadows.
Basically trained. He took him on.
He took him on.
The fact you're not a virgin, it's just a constant fascinating to me. Like with some of the stuff that you come out with, it's fascinating to me that you're not a virgin. You know I love you when I say it to you, but like you, remember, like I've been with you and you've recited Gladiator
Yeah, because
in
I'm
front
good
of a
at what
group
I
of
do.
people.
Is that all?
That is iconic.
Sorry.
He would have recited Titanic more than anything
Yeah.
lately.
Yeah, that's right. The Titanic.
3 weeks from now, I'll be harvesting my crops.
There it is. Very good. Moving on. Also, out of the Cowboys this week, this was last Wednesday, the Cowboys have achieved their highest ever full season membership, surpassing the previous record of 10,000. It's to date, as of last Wednesday, 11,242 full season members.
Not a lot.
That's full season, though. That's full ticket.
Yeah.
Is
That is
that
almost
is that
half the
season
stadium.
ticket holders?
Doesn't
Yeah.
seem like a lot.
Full season. That's
It's only 200,000 people live here.
Mm.
Yeah, but everyone's meant to be
Yeah,
mad
That's
Cowboys
good odds.
fans
That's
here.
5% of your population of season
what's a
ticket
full
holders.
season ticket? $270,
Oh, yeah, 240, 270, something like that. I don't know.
Is that how much they cost?
something like that.
But is that... Yeah, righto. Because does that also count if you're a member of the club as well, or is that just
No, that's
season ticket?
No, that's
holders?
season
full
ticket.
season
Yeah,
tickets. So
right.
you can also buy 3-game tickets or
Yeah,
single
yeah,
game
yeah.
tickets. I get the non-ticketed membership, for instance,
Yep.
and just buy me tickets when I go. But yeah, and then they now have the digital membership, which gives you KO for 12 months.
No. Well then.
But
Can you play that digital membership at certain establishments?
Probably not.
don't start up.
No, you
don't
cannot.
start up.
Don't be a troublemaker.
But in line with the actual size of the population, that would be huge, wouldn't it?
I think, what is that? What's 11,000 over 200?
Yeah, so 5-6% of the people that live in Townsville are
There you go.
season ticket holders.
Yeah, full season. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
And there's
that's
probably-
good.
It could also be Ingham and Burdekin and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
likes around.
Yeah, all right. I'm just saying. I think that I think it's a
I
good
think
effort.
it's good.
Yeah, well done.
Could you imagine getting 5% of people in this town into your establishment weekly? How good would that be?
What I wonder what percentage of this town comes into Malones over a year. Give me a percentage. This is a bit patient.
Yeah.
I'm getting into.
You'd know, wouldn't you? You'd know
I
roughly
reckon-
your
I reckon
patronage.
you'd get about 7%.
7% of the population would come to Molly's once a year.
Yeah.
7% of the population is what
Well,
is-
that's
what's
that's
that?
almost a bit. Oh, that's 14,000 people. You'd have
We're
14,000
talking
through your doors
unique.
easily.
Unique vote.
unique visitors.
It's a Wednesday
talking
night,
unique,
my
aren't we?
friend.
That's
Keep
a-
talking.
That's a Tuesday night crumbo special.
That's Bandioki night, isn't it?
Bandioki is nuts at the moment.
Yeah, Bandioki's awesome.
Bandioki and Guinness.
And then you get that again in the otherwise.
Yeah, that's true.
He's got that many people splitting the G.
Am I more popular than the North Queensland Cowboys?
So by
think
the
he
looks
might
of
be.
This,
Yeah, you
I
must
think he
be.
might be.
Well, based off these odds.
based off these statistics,
Based off
Colin,
the
I
stats
think
that I'm seeing.
pretty
Stats
much
don't
it's
lie.
They need to be coming to me.
The North Queensland Molly Malones is what they should be called.
So that makes me Jonathan Thurston.
You're pretty much the Thurston of
You can have
fingers.
your own statue out in front of Molly's.
I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, we should get
Well,
on to that.
You could.
Yeah,
You could.
Yeah.
What would the statue? What would I be doing in the
Well,
statue?
Serving.
it wouldn't
Serving
exactly
Guinness.
be a
Put one
Michelangelo
there.
structure.
Was
It'd be
that
this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like I've got a tap. I'm
Yeah.
opening
Yeah,
a
you're
tap.
pulling
Okay.
a pint.
Pull and tap.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Or it's
Continue.
handing out dollars.
Oh, just from the rotund appeal. It wouldn't be chiseled like Michelangelo's David, is all I was saying.
Pick a date.
The comments about my
2
wife.
months.
Actually, you know what? Coming here tonight and seeing how fit you've all got, I'm inspired to let's pick a date. We'll film it and I'll beat you. You got to give me 8 weeks.
All right, what's
Don't
that?
let me put my mind to something, Peter.
What is it, the
Once I
3rd
put
of
my mind to
March?
something.
3rd of March, yeah. Make it I'll give you an extra month. 4th of
When's the
June.
Cows Broncos game?
August.
Round 26.
Yeah, give me that.
August.
It's blown out a bit.
You know why? Because I don't like how cocky you are since you've lost weight.
I'm not cocky.
But you've constantly made
No, I'm
references
not- I'm
to
not
my
a-
weight.
No, I haven't.
How many times have you
You
made
said
references?
rotund.
Yeah, I don't think you can say that anymore. I don't think that's a
Yeah.
word.
You
You
say
can't use the
rotund.
R word, Pete.
I haven't heard the R word come out of his mouth in years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big call.
And he brings it out tonight.
Of all people, number one sponsor.
All right, back on the track with the number one sponsor. 17th of March is coming up. What do we got in store there?
Paddy's Day.
The Paddy's Day. Are you going to have a Paddy's weekend because Cowboys happen to play their first home game
No,
against
I've
the
got-
Sharks on the 15th?
We've
of
got the
March?
Reclining Rockers doing their 25th anniversary gig. You know who the Reclining Rockers are? Yeah. So that's the Saturday. So Reclining Rockers into footy into Bandioki that Saturday. So the Saturday will be massive.
It's gonna be
Jeez,
mad.
you might want to get some sleep before
And
that.
then the Sunday, I'll have a bit of time. Obviously, it's God's day, and
The day of the Sabbath.
It's
the
the
day
day
of
of
Time
the
for
Sabbath.
reflection and prayer.
It's time for exactly. So, and then Monday, Paddy's Day, open at 10 a.m. Full Irish band, full Irish food, and this year
Got the dances.
we've got the dancers.
Yeah.
Are you having the Guinness merch for the weekend though, or is it just on the 17th? Like, since you're going to have a crowd out on the 15th.
No, because this is the thing about Paddy's Day is like people don't celebrate Paddy's Day other than the day.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't do a Paddy's weekend.
Yeah.
So that's why
couple of
Reclining
different
Rockers on the
establishments try.
Saturday in the Sharks into the Sharks vs Cows into Bandioki. Then obviously Sunday, which is a day of rest and for Jesus himself. And then on Monday will be St. Patrick's Day. So that's how we're going to do it this year. It'll be big.
Has Guinness or Jameson or someone come to the party with good hats and merch this year?
Jamison's and Guinness both come to the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The head of
Jamison's
Guinness
nice.
in Ireland was like, what's Molly's in Townsville's door? And then we got...
What have we
No,
got
no,
for
yeah.
them?
Get Colin on the phone.
I'm joking. Guinness and Jamison have actually been great. They've come to the table. And I can promise all listeners, Peter's not coming this year because we would think that could really grow it. You can't come. It's a Monday.
It's a Monday.
You'd be
I'll
flat
be
out.
buckled.
You'd be flat out. It's a Monday. How are you going to come?
Well, that's what I've already said to these guys is that can we do the pod on the Tuesday?
Yeah, because you have to record on the Monday night, which is, I think, why don't you do a thing where you come to Molly's on the Monday for St. Paddy's Day? You each have to drink 5 pints of Guinness and then do this podcast.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I've
Dude,
been
that's
pushing for a
standing on
drunk
my
cast.
ear.
I've been pushing for it.
I don't mind a drunk cast, but
Maybe not a Monday
not on a
night.
school night.
School night might be hard for me.
I think we just had a discussion about your work, and I think you'll be fine.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. You too, Pete.
Let's
You
not
too.
look. The work won't suffer, but I will. So that's the.
Yeah, St. Paddy's Day will be good. Sorry, keep
No,
going.
no, you're all over it. That's Molly's.
How many split the G photos will be done that day?
You know, there's a controversy about splitting the G. A lot of old school Guinness drinkers don't like it. They don't like the fact that you should, I don't care. Drink your Guinness however you drink your Guinness. But there's these
So
two-
long as you pay for it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But there's these two parties forming between this split the G, which a lot of people are into, and it's introducing people to Guinness, which is cool because Guinness is delicious. But then there's these old school Guinness drinkers that hate the idea that you're not sculling, I'll repeat, not sculling. You're drinking your Guinness too quickly and you're not enjoying your.
But they don't have to partake in it. So they can still drink at their pace.
But I would argue you're an old school Guinness drinker, Petey. You've been drinking Guinness
Yeah.
long before splitting
I mean,
the G. But
He's
now
also,
you're...
he's also
20 odd years drinking the black stuff.
will follow
He's a
whatever trend
he's a
happens to
tick-
be out there.
He's a TikTok.
No, he's
And-
not a trend follower.
And if it gets your photo, if it gets his mug on the wall, he's in.
I'm not convinced
Yeah.
his photo's on this wall.
It is.
I don't know if it is. I'm not convinced either.
You could have the worst promo of the worst beer in the world, but if it gets his face on the wall, he's in.
It'll be on there.
While Pete looks this up, I've got to say your cob loaf is possibly the best cob I've ever had in my life. It is phenomenal.
Go,
Can
actually.
vouch. Can vouch.
And we've got some new items on there. So can you go to menu for me?
So we're looking
crumb
at the
steak.
Molly Malone's Irish Pub
You know what?
menu.
The best crumb steak in Townsville too, by the way.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Just there.
And that's
Yeah.
pretty common knowledge these days.
How about you give it?
We do a lot of crumbs, so we
How do
should
I
be
give it
getting it
smaller?
right.
But that cob.
All right, so here's what we got on
Beautiful.
new. Got.
I think you took your own photo and put it up there.
We got.
Shut up, idiot. You're not helping.
Shut up. Go down. Go down for me.
This is great for radio listening.
So we've
Oh, the
got
katsu curry.
katsu curry. We've got the new crispy chicken wrap. Go back up, sorry.
Just quietly. No one's getting their own
Southern
tofu,
fried.
are they?
Crispy buffalo chicken wrap. Do yourself a favor,
Oh,
get it.
pineapple.
Steak sandwich. Do yourself a favor and get it. Carbonara cob. Burrata for all the
Is the
fans of burrata out there.
Oh, I
What's
love
your-
burrata. Cole, I love burrata.
Yeah, this menu just came out last week. Come down,
Oh,
check it
my
out.
is the
Lord.
crispy buffalo chicken wrap 2 meats, buffalo and chicken in the one wrap?
No, buffalo's
Yeah,
like
it
a
should be.
I'm not going to get into it.
Do you sell much tofu? Really?
Yeah,
Amazing.
we do, but that's the thing. We sell.
A lot of
Eat-
tofu.
Well, there's a lot of vegans and vegetarians out there now. And vegans, the best bit of advice I ever got recently about, because we used to go back and forth, what menu items do we put on for vegans and vegetarians? And I was speaking to a vegan and he gave me the best bit of advice. He says, hey man, we still want pub feeds. So like, you don't have to do this extra dish. You just have to have like an eggplant or parm or do these different things. But they want pub stuff. They want burgers. And talking about them like they're in this other culture.
You're Dave Chappelle close to the line.
No, by the way, no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the best advice I was given was that they want pub food still. I keep saying they want. It's like vegetarians and vegans still want pub feed, so we've tried to cater for that as well.
Yeah,
also,
like the eggplant
Blackboard
schnitty.
chef specials.
How do they go having chips cooked in the same oil as a schnitty?
What do you mean they? What do you? Most vegans and vegetarians I know, when they come to a pub, they want to still have a pub style food feed. So we've tried to cater for that. So get down.
Just no meat.
By the way, members, I keep going on, bro. Members wings half for members this month. All wings are half price.
Am I a member?
Yeah, but
But my card only works on Guinness points.
it works on everything. But
Oh, well,
It's all he ever orders.
there we
Pete's
go.
never ordered the meals.
Am I a member?
Just straight to beginners.
you can sign up. Just go to our Facebook page, sign up, become a member.
Beautiful.
You also get
This email
$11
address
credit
already.
on that as well. When you sign up, you get $11 credit.
A bargain.
Yeah.
$11. That's a
It's a bargain.
that's a number that it seems random. I don't-
No,
I like round
you know why I chose 11? Because 11 can cover most drinks. So I was like, I needed 11
Right.
because I didn't want to do, I'm a generous person.
You
So
are.
I don't
Very.
want, I didn't want anyone coming in and they couldn't get a drink with the $11. So $11 pretty much covers most drinks unless you want a pint of Guinness.
Okay.
Then you're going to have to top it up with
Yeah,
a
fair.
couple of bucks.
That's
there.
fair.
That's fair enough.
I mean, if you get a schooner.
Yeah.
That'll cover
Get a
most
pot.
schooners.
Pot of
Pot of
Guinness.
Guinness.
Pot of Guinness will do.
Get in there.
Have you ever had to pour a pot of Guinness?
I put a pot of Guinness the other day for a lady, and I checked with her like 3 times.
For a
'cause it's
lady,
so
Morgan?
rare.
For a lady.
I told you I'm not a monster.
It's so rare because she said, "Can I get a pot of Guinness?" And in your head, you're thinking, "Oh, she meant to say pint."
Yeah.
So I said a pot, and she said, Yeah, a pot. And I was like,
It's fine.
and then I got the glass out and I said, like a pot, and showed her the pot, and she was like, no.
Are
Like,
you
she was
fucking deaf, mate? A pot.
That's what it felt like towards the end. She was looking at me like, what's weird about it? Because even a
weird.
schooner of Guinness is, you do
That's
it
weirder.
occasionally.
There.
That's even weirder, Morgan.
There's nothing weird about it.
A schooner of Guinness is sort of weird, but a
Drink
pot
responsibly.
of Guinness
Wanker.
is weird.
There's nothing weird about it.
I mean, if you like the flavour and you don't want too much of it.
What about a pony? Can I get a little pony or a horse of Guinness?
I'd love to bring back ponies, to be honest.
You know
I think
what?
they're
Ponies,
fantastic.
your drink stays cold.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
beautiful.
I've
My
had
dad,
shit
so my dad
ponies.
used to.
You could. You
I've had
could
ponies
bring
before.
ponies in
About a
and
7.
just have it as a tasting plate.
Yeah.
Pretend you're a microbrewery.
You think like do it
Have
as
4 ponies on a little
a
paddle
beer
board.
flight?
Do you often get people coming in and asking for different sizes?
What about
Does
a
anyone
shallow?
come in and ask for a midi?
Yeah, you get that. You get Perth people. I think Perth people are all pints, so but they don't. It's the state thing that kills you.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
South Australians, I think midi is the same as a schooner or something.
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
something like
half
that.
pint. Also a half pint.
Yeah.
I've never heard of a butcher though.
Yeah, heard
I
of
don't know.
butchers.
What's
You heard
this?
of a butcher?
I like
Wikipedia.
handles.
Yeah.
Handles
We
are
got
a
handles.
Yeah,
We got
yeah.
handles. Yeah.
What's a handle? How big's that?
It's just a pot, but it has the handle.
No, it's
Oh.
between our handles are between pot
got
and schooners. I
Yeah,
like
really?
handles as well
Yeah.
because
Do you
your
have
hands
pint
away from
handles?
the glass.
Yeah, right.
Can you get pint handles in?
No,
Pussy.
That's a Stein. Isn't that a Stein? Or is a Stein
No,
bigger
Stein's
than
a litre.
pint?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're thinking of Ramstein.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
That's what he's.
Airbase.
That's what he's thinking about. Saturday night. Anyone else feel anything happen on Saturday night? Just
It was
curious.
wild. You were at the venue and
I
happened.
was at the venue. Yeah, it was wild.
Everyone just stop.
I was at the front talking to the security guard, and then we heard that bang because
Yeah.
the I didn't feel the earth move or anything, but I heard the bang, and I thought
That's what she said.
I thought somebody ran into the building, so we went looking out the back, and then a intoxicated lady at the front had not from my venue, from
No,
Exeter.
She was
Waiting to line
She
up
didn't
to
get
get
in.
in.
She
She
didn't
was
get in.
sitting out the front, and we were sort of confused. Like somebody's hit the building, or somebody's done something weird. And then she yelled out, she goes, "It was an earthquake!" And because I'm an idiot, I went, "Earthquakes don't happen in Townsville." And then I went and checked on my phone. I was like, "Oh, she's 100% right. That was an earthquake."
It was crazy. One of the weirdest things I've ever experienced in Townsville.
Where were you?
I was at home, which is up at Bowley Plains, and it was like basically someone crashed their car into the building. It was an
That's what it felt
explosion.
like, yeah?
A proper explosion. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
I heard the pre-rumble and the post-rumble. So
I felt it,
I
but didn't hear
felt
it.
and heard, and I thought something's coming, and then
Bang.
bang, and yeah,
So you felt the rumble?
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I didn't
my whole
feel
house
that.
shook.
So
Like
I didn't
windows,
get that
everything.
at all.
Does Townsville have a Richter scale? And what did it post if we've got one?
Yeah, it was 4.4, 4.7.
Richter scale's not a Townsville thing.
Yeah, that's a global thing. Though.
It is a global thing,
Oh,
but
here we go.
I'd imagine in a place that's never had an earthquake wouldn't record for it.
We've had earthquakes before. I've been
There's
through
actually
two quakes. in Townsville.
no earthquake stations in Townsville.
That's what I mean.
So
Like,
there's
What's
one
an
in-
earthquake station?
where they measure the
size.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Seismology Centre.
seismograph. There we
Yeah.
go. Where they measure it.
Yeah,
But
okay.
there's multiple ones around. There's one in Mount Surprise, one sort of out west somewhere.
Cairns and Air have them.
Yeah,
Yep.
but none in Townsville. But
Is
they can triangulate.
4.5 big? Is that big?
Yeah.
4.5?
It was shallow. It was 10k down. Like, it was pretty shallow.
Yeah, it depends on
Yeah.
where it is. But 10k
Yeah.
down is regarded as shallow.
I mean, it's quite shallow.
It could be 300 k's down.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
on the
4.4.
continental shelf.
I mean, it was
And-
on the plains.
They can happen anywhere. And then there was one half an hour later in Muswellbrook,
Yeah.
Western Newcastle.
Yeah, right.
Similar
Shout out
sort
to
of-
There's
Muswellbrook.
some mad shift on tectonic plates Saturday night.
You know, I think one of the biggest things it's put Townsville on the map. Like you think.
Well, we moved on the map.
You think big earthquakes, you know,
Yeah.
you think Christchurch, LA,
Newcastle?
Tokyo.
Newcastle.
Newcastle's a biggie.
San
Townsville.
Andreas.
Townsville.
Now it's Townsville.
I actually went to Twitter to have a look. We were trending 20 on Twitter.
That's
Is that
amazing.
worldwide?
I think it was just Australia.
Probably just Australia.
Yeah. I don't
20,
know.
20th in Australia.
20
That's not
Australia's
bad.
That's
pretty
not
good.
bad.
Yeah, not bad.
You know, one thing that I'm actually thankful for from it is
Yeah.
that we have so many seismologists in Townsville.
Oh yes,
Oh,
and they all
yeah.
appeared quickly.
Yeah.
Yes.
and
Shit. They
and
earned their
it's-
keep that night.
And they're joining the scientific community of hydrologists and
And no, there's quite a few underground defense experts
there are
in Townsville at
That's
the moment
amazing.
too. Yes. Yes.
the
Amazing.
grants have come out of the woodwork.
Indeed. So, and look, we've had in the last. So the red dot in the Northern Territory there is more recent. So I've learned. So that
Do
was-
they know if an earthquake's coming? Like, would they have known that's going to happen?
You can't. That's
not
one of the
really.
things they can't predict is earthquakes.
Yeah.
Really? So it
Yeah.
could just happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which made me think about how scary it would
It's
be
like
in like
two
a city
plates.
that has big ones. Because a cyclone, you get days and days. You get
Yeah.
a week's notice sometimes, right? But with an earthquake, you're literally watching TV and bang, all of a sudden your house is being shook apart. Do you imagine how scary that is?
We all know how scary it is.
Exactly right.
As
exactly.
of the other night, how much
Yeah.
did everyone else get an adrenaline pump?
Oh, I was up and about.
I couldn't
was-
sleep straight after I was heading
Yeah.
to bed.
It
No.
did sound like a car hitting something.
It was
That's what I
exploding.
felt like it
That's-
was.
Yeah, it felt
Yeah.
like that. I thought there was a plane because I live near the airport. So my first immediate thought was, oh, a plane just crashed.
Yeah.
I can understand why.
But then I felt the rumble afterwards. And that's a.
See, I'm on the western side, right? So like sometimes you do feel the rumble from high range.
Yep.
And I felt the shake and I'm like, oh man, that's a big bomb.
Yeah.
And then next second it was the bang and I've gone, oh, that's a really big bomb.
Peter, where were you? You haven't chimed in here.
I was up at my brother's block up in Ingham. Didn't feel a thing.
Oh, okay.
Didn't feel a thing.
They felt this as far away as Cairns and Mackay, but
We
old mate
were-
in Ingham here. How far into the bottle were you?
I think Peter brought out a couple.
They were deep.
Yeah.
They were deep.
And I was, I think that's how I burnt my arm.
Yeah.
I must
Yeah,
have fallen
no.
onto the fire
Quake
from
damage.
from the quake dam.
Got knocked off his feet.
Did you sleep so when you say you go to your brother's house, were you like sleeping outside, like camping at your brother's house?
Nah, he's got a shed house. So because his daughters went up.
That was a
Is
that was a
shit house?
shed house, not a
Did
shit
you say
house.
shed house?
Shed
Well,
house,
what's
yeah.
a shed house?
Well,
house
it's a
built in a
house
shed.
in a shed.
Okay.
That
Is
normally,
it-
normally when used to do it in the old days.
Does it have drywall?
More so, you'd build a shed, live in that, and then build your dream house. Right?
Yeah, gotcha.
That's pretty much what they did, but they never got around to building the house.
Oh, so they just live in the shed house.
Yeah.
So you slept in the shed house.
Yeah.
Why don't you just call it a
When
house?
it's a
I was
house.
about to say. So their house.
Their
you slept
house.
in.
Yeah,
their
but he
house.
calls it a shed house or a shouse.
Are they currently building their house?
He's building a tiny house, which
Smaller
is a
than the
porta-
shed?
We're
yeah.
going
Is
down
it
a path.
smaller
here.
than the shed house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a tiny house, one that you can tow.
Downgrade or upgrade
Well,
to the shed house?
It depends on your perspective.
yeah,
But the shed house is the house.
Correct. It is now.
yeah.
Does it have drywall, like internal walls in the shed house?
No,
So it's a
Is
It's
it?
open
insulated.
plan.
It's insulated.
it's insulated.
Is there like a
Concrete?
floor?
He's got it sheeted
Yeah,
with
or
corrugated iron.
Yeah, right.
Oh, there's like a concrete floor.
Yeah, it's a concrete
Yeah, but it's
floor.
with that
Polish?
like the fleck paint.
Oh,
Okay.
so like a garage.
You've been to
Yeah.
the shed house.
I go there regularly.
Okay. All right. So the shed house is pretty common.
It's a house.
Yeah, okay.
It's
He
a
didn't
house.
need to say shed.
Is he still waiting on Pete to wire it up?
No, Pete's already done that.
Story behind that.
Yes.
Did take a while.
Oh, wait, here we go. Shed house.
Yeah, see, it's actually called a
Okay,
shed house.
these are American.
I don't think we're comparing
These
apples
shed
with apples
houses
here.
are better than my house.
Well, why don't you get a shed house?
My house is quite nice. I was making a comment about how nice these shed
That
houses
is a nice
look.
shed
I mean,
house.
these are a little. This is like extreme examples.
Is this what your brother's house looks like?
No,
No, that's what my place will look like when I buy that block of land in Majors Creek.
not-
Tune into Patreon last week.
that is not happening, and we all know it. We are a bit of a footy show, so I thought maybe we'd talk about Vegas.
yeah.
Oh,
Vegas round. Vegas round.
Footy show, footy show.
Yeah, we do talk about footy once in a while. Did we all watch the 3 blowouts and actually half a decent game?
Nice stadium.
Yeah, but same stadium as last year. 45,000 attendance allegedly. I don't believe it.
Would have been some corporate tickets bought up there, I reckon.
65,000 odd capacity, and they reckon 45,000 there.
Did Donald Trump end up going? I know they invited him.
Didn't turn up.
No,
I think he was busy.
why would you?
He might have been at
Your boy
Elimination
Trumpy,
Chamber.
Petey, couldn't
Yeah.
even show up.
Couldn't even
Elimination
show up.
Chamber.
I think he was at the Elimination Chamber.
So there was some
He was in the elimination chamber.
blowouts in that one. Wigan flogged the Warriors.
Yeah, touched them up.
Wigan are the Warriors.
Sorry, Wigan flogged the other ones. Was it
so
the Wolves?
This is great.
This is off the
This
rails.
is great.
I don't know. It's bloody English. I don't follow that. But Wigan,
Yeah, I thought there were 2 games on. I don't know what you're talking about.
2
3.
NRL games.
2 NRL.
Yeah.
And then there was with
Ladies'
Gillaroos.
games.
Oh, okay,
Gillaroos
gotcha,
and the
gotcha.
Super League.
And then the Super League.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I was listening to the Gillaroos on Grandstand on the drive back from Egan from the Shedhouse.
I want to say something controversial about the Panthers.
Go.
I like the new uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Looked
like to
messed
see
up.
the gold.
The black and
Shit
gold.
hot. Shit hot.
You know what it reminds me
that
of?
was cool.
The old Formula One livery, which was just, I think it was might have been John Player. I think it was a
Oh,
cigarette
yes. I know
brand.
exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
It was all black with just
Yep.
golden.
Yep. Looks
trim.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. It actually reminded me a bit. The Bunnies had a bit of a cool one a couple of years ago where they had like a bit of a black and gold, black and like a metallic one, remember?
Did they?
It was like an alternate strip or something.
Yeah.
It was
Did
very
you see
cool.
somebody? I think it was Fox League spotted a South jersey at Allegiant Stadium and went, "Oh, random South guy."
Surprise. It's an NRL game.
That's not an NRL. That's not a random
No.
South guy.
No, it's
It's a-
literally
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys a question? I was watching
You can ask
this
any
game.
questions.
I was watching the Penrith game at my mate's place, the Tap House. Shout out.
So-
Go there, have a beer. Great joint.
Could have watched it at mine.
Is the tap house in a shed? Because it could be a shed.
It's not a
house.
shed house, it's a tap house. Anyway, so I'm watching it there, talking to a couple of people because watching the game, and I said, "Why isn't Nathan Cleary in the talks for an immortal for what he's done already in the game?"
Too young.
And a bloke said, he'll never be in that conversation because of his Origin performances. And I thought, I'm going to ask the fellas that.
No, that's fair. But
Why does that define him? Those 3 games a year shouldn't define what he's done already. I think Nathan Cleary is amazing.
I think he will be one day.
An immortal?
I think he could be.
An immortal. I think he'll be an immortal.
I think you have to get the Origin and potentially Australian gongs for that. And he's just in the Origin games he hasn't done well. So
But you think that would define for already what he's done?
Think about the comeback. Was it last
Yeah,
year?
with versus the Broncos. That was incredible,
Yeah.
that grand final.
oh,
Yeah.
I think he
You're
will be.
telling me.
But the thing is that he's not even 30 yet. And Mal Meninga had to wait, buddy.
All
30 years
I'll
after
reframe the
retiring
question. Is
Yeah,
he the
that's right.
best halfback of the last 20 years?
in the
no.
No.
Because
Who
Thurston,
is it?
Thurston falls into that.
Thurston.
All right. Let's take Thurston out of it. Is he behind that?
no Scott Prince.
I just feel like he never gets considered. I don't know why. Because he's and I know you don't like hearing this, but he's an amazing. The way that he's led that club is tremendous.
Yeah, key word there is club.
I guess
But the Origin thing matters that much.
When it comes to immortal, I reckon. And international. Has he led the internationals?
International's not much of a thing, though. I'd say Origin's
But it's
way
in the
bigger
it's
than
in the front.
international.
But
I
it's
think
got to be in the front.
let him retire and 10 years later, yes. Like you can't get an immortal until 5 years after retiring.
But he's not
anyway.
even being spoken about in those kind of terms.
Too young. Maybe towards the back end of his career, it might come up. Provided
All right,
How
I'm a
many
Nathan
more-
Cleary fan.
how many
Has
more
he
years
played
do you
over
reckon he's got?
200 games yet?
How many years he's got left?
5,
Oh.
10.
Probably,
I mean, if
probably
he-
10 years, to be
If
honest.
he wins another 3 or 4, he's 100% immortal.
Nah, he's not winning anymore.
You don't think they win again?
I think it'd be tough to do again, but never say never.
Oh, I thought 3
You
in a
don't
row
think
would be
it's
tough.
just a 2-horse race between them and Storm?
They keep just filling up their ranks.
He's 27.
We do say that every year. I don't think they're going to.
Cherry Evans is still playing at 37. He's still got 10 more years at 170. Like, he'll play 400 games. Of course, he'll become an immortal.
Oh, okay.
But I don't see the point in talking about an immortal person when he's still playing and still have at least 10 more years left in the game.
What
to
I'm saying
play.
is the guy doesn't get his dues, even for what he's achieved thus far. I don't think he gets his dues.
Probably not up here. Maybe in Sydney.
I don't think he
Yeah.
gets his dues.
Oh,
I'm a big Nathan Cleary fan. I know you don't want to hear that, but I really like Nathan.
It might be because
Might buzz him at the end of this.
Everyone,
Great bloke.
everyone can have their likes.
maybe because Panthers have won 4 straight out of 5 grand finals, and everyone's a bit sick of hearing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's just
Still popping.
ice cold. I watched him towards the end of that game on Sunday. He's ice, man. The way that he's able to take control of things.
Just have you got a cutout of him at home?
No, all right. I like Nathan Cleary.
We
I
got
don't know what
that.
to tell you,
Yeah,
fellas.
didn't pick up on that one.
All right. If he played for the Cows, you'd all be singing that same thing. I know all three of
But he
you,
doesn't.
isn't it?
But he doesn't.
Well, you
No,
never know.
I'm on your side. He
I would
will.
put Tommy Dearden ahead of him. And that's
What's your thoughts on Ben Hunt going back to the Broncos? I didn't hear you talk about this last week, and I wanted to know.
Makes sense.
because it's Broncos. Waste of time.
Do you don't think that's going to be a positive thing for them?
Oh, he is at the back end of his career. That's a lifeline.
Okay.
He'll be a consultant,
Yeah, he'll
a
probably
playing consultant,
he'll slide into like an assistant coach
and
thing or something.
and he's cover in case it all turns to custard there.
Yeah.
That is it. Will he play starting half? I don't know. Who's their halfback? Is he starting?
Reynolds.
Oh, Reynolds, of course. So he's got. Well, Reynolds will be out in week 3.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He's always injured.
334.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Your shoulders would be sore.
I'd say it's one of those deals where and they do it quite a bit in the AFL, where they sign them for a year, knowing that the next year they'll end up in the coaching or they'll do some development roles and stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
that's-
like,
that's-
it's a gimme.
It's a little bit.
Look, he'll have a good positive impact there, but we don't really care about him.
Yeah, we don't talk about the Bronx on this one.
Until August when we beat them.
Yeah, when we pump him.
When we doused him.
Oh, in March.
I think I just like to mention the Broncos just to look at your face as
know
I
you
say
do.
their name.
I know
'Cause
you
every
like
time
to-
I'm
you
here,
like
I
to stir the
Yeah, I
pot.
like to stir because you have this seething hate for the Broncos.
Oh, well, what do you do? You got to hate someone.
Look at
Yeah,
man
that's
kicking
And I
meters
don't.
as
I
well.
never hated Manly. I never got the Manly hate.
Yeah.
Wait, have a look at the kicking meters. He's almost done 100,000 kicking meters. That's crazy.
What'd you say? He's almost on a.
He is
Oh,
almost
between
on 100.
Dragons and-
Add those together, that's almost 100,000 kicking meters. Can you imagine how far 100,000 is? That's amazing. Even saying you kicked 1,000 meters, that's a kilometer. Can we edit this?
So it's 100. So
Most
it's 100
halfbacks do
Ks.
500-meter games.
I
mate.
have I didn't carry over one. I didn't carry over one.
Well, speaking of the Manly hate, we are playing them this weekend,
It's not as many as I expected it.
and it kicks off, as I said, our 30th anniversary. We haven't got the team list because we're recording on a Monday night these days. So
But we
don't-
can predict
don't
it.
go through the team list.
Who do you
But,
think will be fullback? Colin?
Full. Okay. I know why. I was going to wait for the opinions of the experts.
Over to you, Pete.
Isn't it Drinky? Is Drinky the fullback?
Yeah. Oh, come on. Of course it is.
My
No,
boy
we don't have the
Thirsty.
teams, but you know,
It'll be Drinky, Burns.
Who's the? I think I asked you about this when you were at the
Vayala.
pub talking to me.
Mm.
Who's this halfback?
Tom Duffy.
Yeah,
Duffy.
you have
That's
big
Duffy
raps
Downs.
on Duffy.
Yeah.
Tom Duffy.
Tom Duffy.
That's why we've got Duffy. Duffy.
I'm asking.
Duffy
What's
Downs.
the backstory on Duffy?
Say his name and he'll appear. We believe in Tom
You
Duffy.
say it 3 times.
He's a local product. That's what
He
we
is,
like about
yeah.
him too.
And he's come through the system.
The ranks, yeah.
And he's been on our show.
That's him there.
And he has been on our
You
show.
you mentioned last time I spoke to you that
He's a halfback.
And
he's
just
a handsome.
so
fella.
He's just a
He's
cool kid.
handsome.
He's a hot boy.
We-
He's
That
7 kilos. I'm almost that.
He's actually, he's pretty much my stature, 180, 87.
We spoke to him, was it 2 years ago we spoke to
yeah,
him?
2 years.
And his head is screwed on for a kid who's, what was his age? I missed it there.
He's 12.
Back to him, I wanna
So he
have
was
a-
19 at the time.
You see it shows his members number?
Is he 21?
Yeah, yeah. You can
Okay.
put the member number in, their member numbers in and get discounts.
It's a bit weird, isn't
When
it?
you book
Putting his
any
member
tickets.
That
number
is
up?
weird.
Yeah. No, we spoke to him when he was 19 and his head was screwed on. He
Yeah.
sounded like a 25-year-old.
Good lad.
One thing that you dislike, messy people. All
That's
right,
fair.
chill out.
That's fair. Oh, golfer. Man of my...
They're all golfers. Of course, you never hear about the Players Club anymore.
Is
Well, that's a shot. That's a shot.
When was the last time you saw anything?
Damn. I'll tell you what, Rob, that was
So what?
a sharp one.
It's just a question.
so Duffy's the guy to watch? Is this
Duffy's the man.
He is our 7. He's
Duffy's
our
the guy.
He's our incumbent.
I'm
You
glad
think,
it's
you think Cleary's good and you're sucking him off from the back? Watch Tom Duffy for the next 4 years.
Do I think Cleary's good? No. Peter, I'm simply working off the fact that the guy seems to never not win. That's what I based it off. Sucking him off. What a win. Great. Lunchtime in Kerwin State High School in 1998. You're sucking him off. Jesus,
back.
Peter. Did you freaking... Sucking him off in your shed house, you bloody...
Well, we've got the title for our show this
Okay.
week. Sucking him off in your shed house. I like it.
Sucking him off in your shed house.
Daly Cherry Evans is the oldest player in the... Well, he's the last 80s baby left.
Yeah, really.
Is
Born
he?
in 1989.
That makes me feel old.
Was he born in 1989?
Yeah, and he's the last of the 80s.
Is this his
one.
last year?
Could be. Could be not.
I think he's going to make the call. At the end
Does
of
he
the-
play Origin
I
this
think
year?
it is. No, he's out, isn't he? Didn't he say no?
Did he-
No, he's still got his hand up for selection. I think if
He was
Queensland won
thinking
game
about-
3, he
yeah.
probably would have rode off in the sunset.
He was thinking about calling it, and then I think the last interview in the last game, he's like, we'll see what happens
We'll
next
see what
year.
happens.
What's your thoughts on Laurie Daly getting the job back?
I've always liked Laurie Daly.
Back to the future, isn't it?
quietly.
It's a bit like Ben Hunt going to the Broncos. I could not care less.
But I'm asking you, do you think it's a good or bad thing?
I think it's Laurie Daly's a legend of the game, but Maguire managed to get a series win in a decider in Suncorp, so I'm sort of happy he's not the Blues coach.
So I can't put any stock in that because what did he do, Madge, at Tigers?
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with you on that.
So is he a good coach or
Different
can
team.
he coach good
Different
teams?
Different
Yeah,
thing.
who knows?
Could do nothing with the Tigers, gets a team of stars and wins 2 games.
Yeah, true.
I like that he's cracking down on all the
Shirts off at training.
the dickheads. At
No
Brisbane.
nail polish at
I'm
training.
enjoying that muchly. Yeah.
Yeah, but unless it translates into results,
No, but it may not. But it's still
if
fixing
Broncos
the
don't
culture.
make top 8, everyone looks like an idiot. Everyone who called him out as the saviour of Brisbane.
Yeah, but I
Remember
think
they
it
said the
needs to
same thing about Anthony Griffin.
No, Seabold.
be done.
Oh, sorry, Anthony Seibold.
That didn't go well. What a disaster.
Oh no, they hung hook, didn't they?
They-
Yeah.
they-
But no,
I
I
like
Kevy. I think what they did to Kevy was wrong.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of a dog act.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I just, and
Look at the clubs. That's a list.
Fox League are sucking him off from the back
In the shed house?
in the shed house.
Absolutely. Sucking him off in the shed house.
But they do. They love him. But what's he done?
Best coach in the league.
Well, he got
is our
South
coach.
Sydney,
South Sydney.
a
Go over Buns.
premiership.
Yeah, go over Buns, Rob. Stop hating.
Who was in the team at the time?
Reynolds.
Was Inglis playing then?
Inglis. Who was the
Inglis
other?
might have been Isaac.
Like
Luke.
he had a team of stars.
It was a good team. Had a
Now,
bloody
now
good
he's at a
jersey
team of young fellas.
with a lot of attitudes.
I don't know. Look,
Burgess.
if they go well, they go well.
You reckon he's going to be like?
I'll eat this hat because it's not mine. Thanks, Bill. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Speaking of hats, there may be some of these appearing
There will be.
at ontheranchnq.myshopify.com, Bill. If you go to that, you can pick up a pannikin and you may soon be able to pick up one of these
What's
bad boys.
what's a panikin?
Panikin is a mug that you hate.
For ceramic.
Oh, is that mug?
But one he
What's
But it's a
nibbles,
different one.
One he
Yeah.
nibbles on.
Say the word again.
It's a panikin.
Pannikin.
That's
Did
what
you
it's
make that
called.
up?
No,
A panikin.
No, it's
literally-
it's a legit thing.
the pannikin.
Yeah.
Can you look up panikin?
We are going to look up pannikin. So the Seagulls have won 5 of their past 7 games against the Cowboys. Cowboys have won their past 2 games at 4 Pines.
You surprise me sometimes, Peter. A panikin is a small metal drinking cup.
Do you know the origins of a pannikin? For Pete, for a podcast? Magic round last year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got the Bundy rum pannikin.
Didn't
Let it go.
We were on a 5-game losing streak before drinking out of that. Went on a heater.
Hold up.
Oh,
Hold
it's
up.
the alarm.
This is not good.
9 o'clock.
Fuck. We started at 6 to avoid being here at 9.
Anyway,
Thanks
up,
for rocking up early, Cole.
up against Manly
That was
this
close.
week. It's at it's away. It's an away game, so catch it wherever you can watch it. Various places have it. Manly are notorious of losing round 1 games.
They are.
So look, we're all ahead. We're all looking into this one. So you still got the same specials there at Molly's, mate? You get Tuesday night crumb steak.
Tuesday night crumb steak, $15 crumb. Wednesday night
and it's
burger and beer.
massive. It is massive.
That crumb steak's massive.
You hear
by
that,
the
Billy?
way.
$15 crumb.
Yeah, Billy.
Yeah, Billy.
Yeah,
I heard
Billy.
that joke before.
Wish
Yeah,
it was Tuesday night tonight all of a sudden.
Thursday night trivia.
Maybe NQ.
Yeah?
Thursday night trivia.
We need to start doing trivia again, by the way.
Open mic
You
comedy.
should start a trivia team. Friday night, $15 palmies. I'm giving it away, aren't I? It's too cheap.
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah.
I'm giving
How
it
do you
away.
make money?
I'm giving it
Now,
away.
you've got to pay chefs, a dish pig,
Peter, you don't
wait
need to tell me
staff,
these problems.
and a
brother.
$15 palmy. So
$15
you are the
palmy.
most generous
I am
publican in
the
town.
most generous guy. Saturday night, cob loaf, $15 cob loaf. Again,
Send-
way too cheap.
Sensational.
That's
combo.
under cost.
Thursday night,
You
you
couldn't
said
buy the
trivia.
materials. Sorry,
What's
Pete.
that?
You got Thursday night trivia.
Thursday night trivia.
Is there
yeah.
also Thursday night comedies back yet?
Thursday night comedy every second week?
Is starting this week or next?
No, this week.
Oh,
So does that alternate with trivia, or is trivia every week? And
No, different rooms.
Copy.
So you could go and watch comedy and then go play trivia.
or vice versa.
First of the month, you got Friends of Guinness on the first Friday of the month. So come down, you meet other Guinness people.
You can split the G.
They're not a split the G crowd. I don't know. I actually, because a lot of young people have started coming to the Friends of Guinness. So I'm interested to see how the older ones go with the split the G culture.
See how they blend.
Haven't missed one yet in about 7 months.
Yeah. Right.
I've never seen you there. What do we got? Country music night, Bandioki otherwise has constant events, functions upstairs. The whole venue's just
It's just rocking.
it's just going. Like I'm tired all the time. And I've got to stop
tired
giving
of counting his money.
I gotta stop. I gotta stop giving people $15 crumb steaks on a Tuesday. Do that.
And sign up and be a member.
Have I forgot anything? That's it, isn't it?
I don't know.
Covered
Look,
it.
Can I mention
Irish
the-
jam session.
Irish jam sessions. Yeah, if you can't play the flute, don't show up with an instrument because that's more of a classic Irish jam session. Live music on Friday and Saturday nights. I don't know, boys. It's just always
It's just
Bandioki.
always on.
Yeah, can we talk about the honky tonk hoedown?
honky tonk night. It's country music night. It's a good night actually. It's a really
Good
good
night.
night.
I've been there.
Does
Good
well
night.
for us on that night.
I'm not a country music guy, but I'll tell you what, I had a good night.
Oh, that's what we got actually.
Come around to
because it's right in line with. So this year, what I want to do is we do a thing called Publican's Pick. So what I want to do is do two things with Publican's Pick. So basically, what it is it's members pricing generally when the cows are winning. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But then I thought we should
So
do
long
an
as-
on the ranch. So because I'm the publican, so I'm making the pick. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Does, yeah.
So I thought we could do an on the ranch pick. So there's a publican's pick. When cows are up, you get members pricing. Then when they're up or based off a weird on the ranch thing, there's another weird item that we give away.
We can't let Pete.
Shots.
No, we can't do shots,
Bible?
Peter. Due to
Oh,
no.
Jesus.
Ish.
I'll speak to you further about it. But there's an on the ranch pick on home games as well that I want to do.
I love this idea. It's good.
Should make it on the ranch any game they're playing, and then we can let crowds
Do you
in
think we
on
should change
an away.
publican picks to on the ranch picks?
It's got a good ring.
It's got a good ring.
Yeah, it's got a good ring.
Let's discuss this further in my office.
I mean, it sounds better than
Yeah.
Publican picks.
That sounds.
Publican's picks a good idea. We've been
publican
doing it for
pick is
12 months
good,
now, so
yeah.
I'd appreciate it if you got behind it.
Yeah. Also, toss the boss as well.
What's Toss the Boss?
Well,
exactly what it
At
sounds
your
like.
shed house.
at the shed house. So you're the boss, you're the publican.
Yeah. What do
Right,
you do?
I've gone up and got myself a whatever drink, doesn't matter.
Let's call it a Guinness.
I'm going to toss you for it.
Okay.
Heads, I get it for free. Tails, I pay double price.
Oh, I like them odds.
That's not bad.
Toss the boss.
We've got a question coming in from one of the Onga Ranch members.
Why does Cole have Chris Lilly on his Where's that? Well, who's it from?
That's him.
My mate Andrew does that constantly, does that joke.
It does look like Chris Lilly.
My main Andrew Cook, Cookie, does this all the time. It's Paul McCartney, the bass player from the Beatles. Show some respect. It's not Chris Lilly.
Can we put it up as a poll on the web?
Yeah.
on the
That is
Facebook?
not Chris Lilly. It's Paul McCartney.
We'll get a close-up
Chris
shot of
Lilly.
that.
Show some respect.
And we'll put a poll up.
We'll put a poll up.
Yeah. Is this Chris Lilly or Paul McCartney? Have you ever seen them both in the same room?
Do you know when he does the teacher? Is it Crystal Lee, your teacher? Yeah.
It's one of the greatest musicians that's ever lived, and you're degrading his name right
Are
now.
you saying Chris Lilly is not a great musician?
I'm exactly saying that.
You sure?
I can't see it.
No, you can't. It's. Sorry, Cole.
I tell you what, if your poll says that looks like Chris Lilly, I'll get a Nathan Cleary tattoo on the other arm.
You're gonna get. You probably got one on your ass cheek.
I do really like Nathan Cleary.
Okay. No worries. Yeah. Look. Let's get into this one.
Oh, shit, eh?
No warning or anything.
Well, Colin, you said you wanted to give Morgan a shout out on his business of Fusion Networks. So here we go. It's Pistols Multi, sponsored by the great man. Now, what does Morgan provide to you?
I can honestly say that ever since he's been doing all our IT, he's tremendous. I can't recommend him enough. He comes in, he fixes every problem we have, he follows up. He's any business owner out there. I've already recommended him to everyone I know, and a lot of people I know use him. But he's the guy, 100%.
Oh, glowing
That's
endorsements.
the kindest words I've ever heard.
And if you're looking for a Sparky, there's plenty of people you could
There's
try.
plenty.
out.
There's plenty. There's plenty.
Just take your
around
pick.
out
Open
there.
up Yellow Pages and
Yeah,
stab it.
there's a lot of people you can call.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
plenty out there. So we're just going an easy. We're back for another year, and you know what? We're just going to start off the year with a nice, easy little 7-legger. So we've got Lions, the Swans, Suns, and GWS all to win their AFL games respectively. Into the Cows over Manly, Dolphins, whoever they're playing, they'll win that, and then Storm as well. Power played is 44.86 to 1, making it a return with $20 on it, $897.38.
How much?
For $20, you'll win almost $900.
Oh,
That's free money.
That's free
Peter.
money.
absolutely.
It's
Free
a
money.
lock. Well, Cowboys will do Manly. We've already discussed this. Manly are notorious round one chokers. Storm haven't lost a round one game in about 39 years, and they've only been around for 30. The Dolphins, they're on a flyer. They'll do that.
So you
Lions.
just basically giving me $900.
I'm basically, for a $20 outlay, basically giving you $900. Lions are going to kill Geelong. Swans in a rematch over Hawthorn. Suns have got Essendon at Carrara.
Yeah.
And then GWS over the weak-gutted Pies.
I didn't realise who we were playing. Steady on, mate. Steady on.
Peter, thank you so much for the free money.
That is free money. Line up now. Cue it up the rack, because that's coming home to roost. We're going to start the season off right.
What could go wrong?
I'd probably swap
Not
out
much.
the Pies one just quietly.
I wouldn't.
Look, you could make your own, but what if it went the other way?
That's true. Good point. And it wouldn't be Pistols multi.
And you've missed out on the $900.
Has
That's
it
right.
ever come off
Yeah, a few
in all your
times.
years doing
That's
this?
a fair
been a few
question.
times.
I think twice in 6 years.
Oh, so it's actually come off.
It has.
Yeah, but normally he
But is it in the black?
doesn't tell us.
Yeah, we'd be in the black.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're not into black.
Dolphins will beat Bunnies. Easy. That's a lock this week.
Pete doesn't run a business. He doesn't know what in the black means.
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't.
It means when you give your money and you get a return for it,
It's a write-off
like
goal.
$897.38.
It's a liability and a write-off.
It's a write-off. What's a write-off?
The way that
Exactly.
you bet,
Exactly.
I reckon you'll be living in a shed house for a long, long
Yeah,
time.
out at Majors Creek. My 39 acres.
Beautiful.
Now, while Cole's here,
Talk to me.
There's this band that got around in the late 90s, early 2000s,
It wasn't the Beatles.
and it wasn't the Beatles.
Okay.
Chris Lilly's.
And I think we might have some audio of said band
Oh, yeah.
that can play on
I
this.
think you're right there, Pistol.
Bunch of good guys. They haven't toured for a long time now, but something about a pig, intimate pigs.
You want to?
Is this?
Give this a listen. Get your ears around this.
This is a banger. You know, you play
Dan
this.
College.
You play this otherwise.
Frank Milburn, Colin on bass.
Good bass line.
Baseline.
Great bass line.
Oh.
Clearly Andrew Cook's giving you this. I know. I already know it because he lives to do this thing.
I googled it on Spotify.
Yeah,
looked it
yeah,
up.
I'm sure you did.
This
This is my high school band, by the way.
The
That's what
Intimate
he's saying.
Pigs.
It's not the Intimate Pigs.
Oh,
it's
what were
Flint.
Intimate Pigs.
Oh, it's got a real punky vibe.
Very
now. No effectsy.
no effects.
Good me first and the gimme gimmies.
Please stop. Can you please turn this
Who's on vocals?
This is killing me.
I don't have control
I
over
don't
this.
I don't know who's
This
doing
isn't
it.
me.
I would give you anything to just turn this off.
Who's singing?
right now.
Who's singing? Is that you?
Guy called Will Lutton, actually, lovely guy.
Will Lutton. Now that's a name
Is
I
that
haven't
it?
heard in
Good
quite
drum
some
fills too.
time.
Andrew Cook's clearly giving you that.
No, it's on Spotify.
No, because this is the thing. Just this annoyance of this band can't leave me. Everywhere I go and I'm in a public event, Andrew Cook somehow gets a song on from my high school band, which I hate.
It's pretty good.
What's wrong with that?
It's actually pretty good.
This could have rocked.
Can
did
we have another track?
It
It's
did.
very punky.
It was a punk time.
Should've
I don't.
Very
Should
much
have
so.
seen him in high school. You know how you get school pants?
Oh,
he had
yeah.
the 3/4 length blacks.
Nice.
Ear piercing.
There we go.
Which song is
Andrew
this?
Cook, Andrew Cook.
Is
See?
this Ghost or Dice D?
High school band. See? Straight away. I knew it was Cookie.
Rob, what song is this? What song are we playing?
This one is Cole.
I don't know.
You
the
don't
song.
remember. This one is it's labeled Ghost.
Can we
Number two
chuck
is
on Dicey
Ghost.
Doe for a sec?
That's on his. I don't know.
I
if
don't
can
know
get that
why
off
are all
it.
there's so many songs as well.
Well, we're going to have to get them literally up onto Spotify. or
Yeah, I
something.
think I need a copy of this.
And anyway, look, we'll move on and move into the tips. We'll smash through these quickly because we're pushing a little over an hour, and people are
This is
sick
what
of listening
happens when
to some
Colin
of us.
comes on. He just always hijacks.
And
it.
I wanna
Makes
go-
us
I don't know. Did I choose to play my bad high school band?
You asked us before
You
the
pretty
podcast.
much.
Yeah, I said,
You
hey,
said
boys.
that-
Hey, boys.
Here's the USB stick.
Yeah.
I'll say Andrew. I'll say Andrew said it.
Throwing Cookie under the bus.
Yeah.
Thursday, 6th of March, kicks off. Well, it doesn't kick off the round, but it kicks off this week. 7 p.m. at Allianz Stadium. Roosters versus the Broncos. Lead away, Pistol.
I go on Chooks, and for the record, I did go Raiders and Sharks, so I'm one from at the moment.
Oof. Yeah, I went Warriors and Panthers, so I'm one for. And I'm going to go. I'm going to go the Roosters. Morgan.
Shout out to ESPN for fixing up their crappy app, by the way. I went Canberra and Penrith, so I'm 2 from 2, basically leading the comp.
Cheater.
I am going Brisbane for the game against the Roosters.
Very good. Cole, what do you reckon?
In the Molly Malones footy team comp, I
It
got
is
both
the
right.
tipping comp.
No, our one at work, I got both right. And I'm going Broncos.
All right.
Ben Hunt, my boy's back. And I just like the Broncos. I like the culture. I like everything they stand for. I
sure you
like
The colours,
the Broncos.
Great organisation.
the team,
From top to bottom.
the coach.
I really hope that the Broncos have a good year.
They probably will.
Probably will with that attitude.
More than likely. Speaking of, there is
William?
That needs to stop.
Great feel.
I'm sick of.
we flipped a coin, and the flipper coin last week went Warriors and Sharks, and they flipped the Roosters this week. So yeah, not good. Friday the 7th, 5 p.m. Campbelltown Stadium. West Tigers are $1.90. The Knights are $1.90. Flip a coin for this one. Peter.
Tigers. Tigers will get up.
Over the Knights.
Yep.
Okay.
Jerome.
You reckon? Oh,
My boy Jerome.
your boy Jerome. Your boy Jerome. His boy Nathan Cleary.
Love him.
Cleary would have nothing if
You
it
two
wasn't
should
for Jerome.
you two should buy a shed house together.
Yeah, you really should.
Me and Clear in a shed house. Forget about it. Imagine the steamy windows.
With Jerome's face everywhere.
I'm going to go the Knights.
Yeah, I'm joining you overnight.
I'm going the Knights.
Ooh, Bill.
Ooh.
And the
Yeah, Billy's all nice too.
flip a coin has gone the Tigers. 7:05 p.m. at Suncorp on Friday. The Dolphins are $1.55 up against the $1.55 up against the Rabbits at $2.45. That's at Suncorp. Pistol.
This is a bit more to it than what you just think, and this is the Battle of Bennett.
It is again an overrated coach.
Dolphs. I've gone the Dolph Lundgrams because they're in the pistol multi.
Yep, that makes sense. Morgan.
Me, sad for me seeing the Bunnies fall from grace. I will go Dolphins though.
Yeah, I'm going to go the Dolphins.
I'm going Rabbitohs. Wayne Bennett's back. They'll be fired up.
Oh,
Jeez.
I don't want to be
No.
different. I want it to be different.
no
to be honest,
troll,
I
no
want it to be
Cam
different.
Murray.
I don't think Latrell offers that much and it really ever has.
Can we just shout out Tommy
Well, he's-
Gilbert for being captain of the Dolphins?
He's
Absolutely,
no
we can.
Cleary.
Just quietly should have been our
He's no
captain.
Duffy.
He's definitely no Duffy.
Billy's gone the Dolphins, and the flip a coin has gone the Dolphins as well. Saturday the 8th, 4:30 p.m. Netstrata Jubilee. The Dragons versus the Bulldogs. The Dragons are $2.45. Bulldogs $1.55. Peter.
The iconic red V for me.
I'm going to go the Bulldogs.
I love my doggies. Go Bulldogs.
Love your doggies.
It's the year of
Haven't
a
you
Bulldog.
changed in
It's
the
the year
last
of a
2
Bulldog.
years?
I feel
Holy
sick.
moly.
I feel sick, but Bulldogs for that one.
Billy is going the Dragons. What do you reckon, Cole?
I'm going the Dogs.
Going the Dogs as well. Okay. Confidence I heard in that voice.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there it is. And the flip a coin has gone the Bulldogs as well. 6:35 p.m. on Saturday, 4 Pines Park.
Here we go.
Manly Seagulls $1.50. Whoa.
Oh,
Up against Cowboys at $2.60. Rude.
83% have gone Manly.
Absolutely rude.
Nuffs. Absolute nuffs.
Peter going Manly?
Definitely not. Cowboys all the way. Our year. And they're also in the multi.
Yep. I'm going to go the Duffy Show. It's Cowboys all the way.
The Duffy
Yeah.
Show.
Cowboys away. Believe, belong, better together, stronger as one.
Building back tomorrow.
Cole?
Better.
I've got one question for you. Is the Duff Man playing?
The Duff Man
course he
is
is.
Then it's the cows.
the cows.
Are you crazy? The Duff Man's playing.
Billy has gone the Cowboys, but the flip a coin has gone Manly.
Manly. Yeesh.
Rude.
Yeesh.
The flip a coin's not, well, it's currently 0 from 0, so, or 0 from 2. Sunday the 9th, 3:05 p.m. at Amy Park. Storm $1.32 plays the Eels at $3.40. Peter.
Go on Storm because they haven't lost a round one game for a long time. And this is the same feature as last year. And it went to Golden Point. Storm winning 16-12 for those playing along at home.
Who the hell remembers that?
He's an
This guy-
idiot
this
guy.
savant, isn't he? He's a real
Yeah.
idiot savant.
Correct.
Can remember that. But
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't. Well, he's the sort of guy that would forget his PIN at the ATM.
Oh, that's because I pay Wave too much. I forgot
No,
it.
he forgets where he puts his glasses.
Yeah, that's right.
true.
I'm
Hey,
going the
mate.
Storm. Morgan?
Yeah, I've gone Storm for this one as well.
I'm going Storm because they always win
Yeah.
all the time, forever.
Hard not to.
Imagine Pistols multi being alive, and this is the last leg in the multi for the round, and it Eels win.
Comes down to this. Billy has gone the Storm, and the flip a coin has gone the Eels. So if you're the same as the flip a coin, I would question your reality.
Bad year for Eels, I reckon, coming up.
Yeah, agreed. They've got a lot of weird shit going on down there.
Is
Quite-
Duffy coming on the show, by the way?
We'll get him back.
Yeah, he said that he'd be keen.
Friend
Would
of the
you
pod.
like to stand outside the window and watch?
I just feel like Pete will be in like a suit, like with a bow tie and things on, and be like, "Oh, hey, just come in. We've got some champagne ready for you." if
We
you
might
like."
even do the show up at me brother's shed house.
Would you like to come down and look at my brother's shed house with me for like a night?
Cheers,
No big
there's
deal.
an invite.
He's got a pool and a fire pit.
I think we know why Felty moved to England.
Bring your swimmers.
Oh, pest
They're optional.
Pete.
Bring your swimmers. But if you don't have them, like it's all good.
It's fine.
no
optional.
stress. It's no. Don't play that.
My
It's
bad.
such a good film.
It is. All right, well, that's us for the week.
you go.
If you're looking for, if you're looking for Cole, and who wouldn't be,
Obviously.
just head on down to Molly's.
Molly Malones,
Molly
ask for
Malones.
Colin.
Ask for the
Ask for
Colin.
Colin.
If I'm not there, gone home.
He's
so
there.
ask for Jacob.
He's a cool one.
He's the cool,
Jacob's a young, good-looking one.
young,
And Cole's
good-looking
the
one.
middle-aged,
Actually, if I'm not there,
skinny
ask for
bloke.
Peter.
Yeah, he's always there.
No,
That's
he's
another
not.
fat joke.
I
Another
said-
fat joke.
I did it.
You did, you just
I
did another
did it.
fat joke.
I said, look for Cole. He's the middle-aged
You
man
let me know
who's
about this
skinny.
race. Let me know about this race. I'll race you over a football field over 100 meters in 3 months and I could beat you.
You probably can. And when I be eating humble pie.
Can't wait to see it.
Turn that music off.
No, this is our play-out music. We're playing out
it's
to
so
this one.
good.
Thanks very much, Cole.
All right, see you,
Thanks
boys.
for joining us. And by all means, we're going to get a good photo of that Chris Lilly tattoo.
Cole, can
No.
you sing along?
Morgs,
No, I can't. I don't want to play it.
you can find Morgs at Fusion Networks. You can find Peter twisting wires together
On the spot.
on the spot on Facebook. You might
The cream of the crop will
do a
rise to
video.
the top.
Do a video.
Yeah. I
We
said
haven't
last week
seen
I'll do
one.
one in the style of Macho Man Randy Savage.
A long time. You can find me all over the place. Sometimes at XR Bob.
All over the place.
Look for socials. Look for XR Bob. I'll be there.
Look at those cubs there, Cole. Now, how cool would it
What
be?
are they called again?
Panicking.
Okay.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, boys.
Thanks, Bill.
All
Up
right.
the Cowboys.
Go the cows.
Go the Cowboys. Thanks, Cole, for coming on.
Go Duffy.
Up the duff, man.
Go Mollies.